Buckle up, folks, because the Labour Party is teetering on the brink of absolute chaos. A jaw-dropping bombshell has just exploded in the heart of British politics, threatening to obliterate the government's credibility and plunge the nation into an economic abyss. Reports are swirling like a Category 5 hurricane that Chancellor Rachel Reeves, Labour's supposed financial genius, has allegedly siphoned off a staggering £5.1 billion from the government's budget surplus, igniting a firestorm of fury within her own ranks. This isn't just a scandal. It's a full-blown political apocalypse. As Westminster trembles under the weight of this revelation, the stakes couldn't be higher. Angela Rayner, Labour's fiery deputy, is said to have uncovered this shocking betrayal and gone toe-to-toe with Reeves in a showdown so explosive it left party leader Keir Starmer spitting nails. The fallout? A tidal wave of distrust, economic uncertainty, and a government hanging by a thread. Here's the kicker: you're getting this red-hot scoop right now, but there's so much more to uncover. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on this unfolding disaster, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single twist, hit that subscribe button now. This channel is your front row seat to the political carnage, and we're breaking it all down with insider details you won't find anywhere else. Don't just watch history unfold, be part of it. Subscribe, smash that like button, and let's dive deeper into this scandal that's rocking the UK to its core. Picture this: it's January 2025, and the UK government is sitting on a juicy £15.4 billion surplus, the biggest haul for that month in over 3 decades. Taxpayers are cheering, economists are nodding approvingly, and Labour's promising a bright, stable future. But then, boom! The rug gets yanked out from under everyone. Financial sleuths, poring over the Treasury's cryptic reports, spot a gaping hole. £5.1 billion has vanished into thin air, like a magician's trick gone horribly wrong. No explanation, no paper trail, just a massive chunk of cash missing from the public purse. Cue the gasps, the screams, and the conspiracy theories. Enter Angela Rayner, Labour's no-nonsense deputy leader, who smells a rat and starts digging. What she finds is nothing short of a bombshell. Internal documents, buried deep in the Treasury's labyrinth, allegedly point to Reeves orchestrating a clandestine operation to funnel that £5.1 billion into a shadowy budgetary black hole. Was it a secret slush fund? A desperate bid to cover up economic blunders? Or something even more sinister? Rayner, veins pulsing with righteous fury, storms into a closed-door showdown with Reeves. Witnesses say the air crackled with tension as the two titans clashed, shouting, accusations flying, and tables nearly flipped. By the time Keir Starmer gets wind of it, he's reportedly apoplectic, pacing the halls of number 10 like a caged lion, roaring about the political carnage this could unleash. The numbers don't lie, and they're brutal. The surplus was supposed to hit £20.5 billion, according to the UK's official economic crystal ball, the Office for Budget Responsibility, OBR. Instead, it crash-landed at £15.4 billion, a £5.1 billion shortfall that's now the smoking gun in this unfolding drama. Westminster's corridors are buzzing with whispers. Did Reeves blow the cash on a reckless gamble? Is Labour's fiscal house of cards about to collapse? The public's trust is hemorrhaging, and the opposition is licking its chops, ready to pounce. Rachel Reeves, once hailed as Labour's economic saviour, is now a lightning rod for outrage. Critics are howling that this £5.1 billion fiasco is proof she's unfit to steer Britain's financial ship. Pressure is mounting like a volcano ready to erupt. Taxpayers want answers, MPs are sharpening their pitchforks, and the media's feasting on every juicy morsel. Reeves has spent months preaching fiscal responsibility, waving her 2 golden rules like a sacred manifesto. Daily government spending must come from taxes, not borrowing, and national debt must shrink by 2029. But now? Those rules look like a cruel joke as the missing billions cast a dark shadow over her leadership. Rewind to Friday, February 28, 2025. Yep, that's today, folks, and the government scrambling to douse the flames. Darren Jones, Chief Secretary to the Treasury, steps up to the MIC, sweat beading on his brow, insisting Labour's fiscal rules are non-negotiable. But the crowd's not buying it. Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride swoops in like a vulture, talons out, slamming Labour's irresponsible economic witchcraft and calling the £5.1 billion gap a neon sign of incompetence. He's got the Institute for Fiscal Studies, IFS, in his corner, sorta. They're warning that January's numbers might be a fluke, subject to revision, but borrowing spiking way higher than expected. The OBR's last forecast? Out the window. The reality? £8.2 billion borrowed from April to January, £1.6 billion more than last year, and a whopping £22.8 billion above projections. Yikes! And then there's the public. Hard-working Brits are livid. £5.1 billion could have fixed crumbling schools, eased NHS waiting lists, or slashed taxes. Instead, it's gone poof, and Reeves is left clutching at straws. Economic guru Keir from the Resolution Foundation drops a chilling warning: Reeves might have to hike taxes or gut public spending to stay afloat. The Chancellor's painted herself into a corner, and the walls are closing in fast. Let's zoom in on that explosive Rayner Reeves face-off. Sources say it went down behind closed doors, but the echoes of their clash are rattling Westminster's ancient walls. Rayner, armed with damning evidence, allegedly tore into Reeves like a lioness protecting her cubs. "How could you betray us like this?" she's said to have roared, slamming the table as Reeves fired back with icy defiance. The details are murky, Labour's keeping this tighter than a bank vault, but insiders whisper it was a bloodbath. Reeves tried to justify the £5.1 billion detour, but Rayner wasn't having it, accusing her of reckless mismanagement that could tank the party's reputation. Keir Starmer, briefed after the dust settled, reportedly lost his mind. "This could bury us," he bellowed, visions of electoral doom flashing before his eyes. The Labour leaders spent years crafting an image of competence. Now, it's crumbling faster than a sandcastle in a storm. The £5.1 billion scandal isn't just a financial mess, it's a political grenade, and the pin's already pulled. With the OBR's next report looming on March 26, Reeves is racing against time to prove she's not steering Britain into a fiscal dumpster fire. But can she? Hold on to your hats, because this scandal's ripple effects are colossal. Reeves' fiscal buffer, once a comfy £9.9 billion, per the OBR's October report, has been shredded by sluggish growth and soaring borrowing costs. Now, that £5.1 billion hole is the cherry on top of a melting economic sundae. Experts are sounding the alarm. She might have to slash spending or jack up taxes next month just to dodge breaking her own rules. Imagine the headlines: Labour axes public services, or tax hikes crush Brits. It's a nightmare Starmer can't afford. The IFS's Isabel Stockton isn't mincing words: short-term borrowing's up, and Reeves' long-term discipline is shaky. HSBC's Liz Martin piles on, telling the BBC, "If the OBR says we're off track, the government's toast." January's £15.4 billion surplus was a record, sure, but it's a hollow victory. Tax receipts tanked, debt interest spiked, and spending on welfare and services ballooned. The OBR's pinning the shortfall on weak self-assessed taxes and revised debt costs, but the £5.1 billion mystery looms larger than ever. And then there's the global angle. With Trump cozying up to Putin, Britain's got to step up, beef up defense, secure Ukraine, host a killer EU summit in May. But how, with Reeves' budget imploding? Critics say hiking defense spending to 3% of GDP by 2029 is doable. Tweak business reliefs, property taxes, fuel duties, but not if Labour's blowing billions on secret schemes. Investor confidence is wobbling, markets are jittery, and the UK's economic outlook's darkening by the minute. So, here we are, February 28, 2025, and Labour's staring down the barrel of a financial reckoning. Reeves, once the poster child of fiscal prudence, is now public enemy number one. Rayner's gunning for accountability, Starmer's fuming, and the public's ready to riot. That £5.1 billion scandal isn't just a blip, it's a sledgehammer smashing Labour's credibility to bits. Will Reeves weather this storm, or is this the beginning of the end? The OBR's March 26 report might be her judgment day, but the clock's ticking, and the pressure's crushing. This is bigger than politics. It's a fight for Britain's soul. Will Labour rise from the ashes, or crash and burn in a blaze of incompetence? Stick with us, because we're peeling back every layer of this saga. Hit subscribe, join the ride, and let's uncover the truth together, before it's too late.